Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane, and this is going to be a portfolio update for the movement in the portfolio for the week. As the video said, I did sell some stocks this week. It's just a couple shares actually, so nothing like me selling my portfolio. I know some people are advocating for selling your portfolio, potentially buying back in it cheaper, trying to time the market. I do not recommend that strategy, guys. As if you've been on this channel before, as I continue to say, the best way uh, to continue to make profits in a portfolio, in my opinion, is to dollar cost average consistently, biweekly, once a week, monthly, annually, quarterly, whatever you can, but continually dollar cost average into your portfolio, whether it's index funds, whether it's stocks that you've researched and know the fundamentals on, stocks with stocks of companies with good balance sheets, with low debt, with high return on capital, those type of companies that pay increasing dividends. That's what this portfolio is all about. So let's get into the movement of the portfolio this week. We can discuss what we did. So as you can see, this is the sale that I made at Global Payments Inc., ticker GPN. I had bought a couple shares a while back with the intent to continue to add to this position, but I hadn't really added anything since I bought it. I had gotten a couple of dividends, but really hadn't added to the position at all. So I thought the funds would be better used elsewhere. There was about an 8% gain on these two shares. So I think I had $240 or so into the two shares and cashed out at 278. So I'll take that return and put those funds to use. As you can see here, I bought one share of Johnson & Johnson, ticker J&J, 3 shares of Store Capital, ticker STOR, and 1 share of Omega Healthcare Investors, ticker OHI. And that is what I utilized the $278.65 from the sale of the 2 shares of GPN. So again, I thought it would be better served spreading that out, picking up 1 more share of Johnson & Johnson. Store Capital fell back a little bit this week, so I added there. And Omega Healthcare is one I've been adding. It is a very high paying, has a very high dividend yield, high paying dividend healthcare REIT involved in the healthcare housing industry. So that was the sale for the week, guys. That is we also added 1,259.90 to the portfolio on February 18th. With those funds, we added 2 shares of International Business, ticker IBM. IBM is in the technology sector, and we added those shares for $124.40. IBM is another one that I've been wanting to increase the share count in that position, but they had run up quite a bit, I think, in the 130 range. So as they pulled back, I decided to add a couple more shares to that position. Intel Corporation, I have been adding pretty steady. It's dropped down from around 152, ticker INTC. Intel is also in the information or in the technology sector. We added 4 shares at $44.71. And in my opinion, again, anything for Intel under $50 per share is a steal. So I'll continue to add as long as it's in these ranges, $44, $40, $50 per share. I think my max is around 55 is what I've decided that I'm willing to pay. We added 1 more share of Johnson & Johnson, ticker JNJ, at 163.64. And Johnson & Johnson is in the healthcare sector. Johnson & Johnson is one I've been adding to pretty steady, as well as 3M above. Johnson & Johnson is also going to be doing a spin-off, so you're going to have shares in the spin-off company as well for however many shares, whatever that split off ends up being. You will end up with some shares if you own Johnson & Johnson of that spin-off company. We added 1 more share, and we've been adding shares of 3M, ticker MMM, at 148.32. I actually believe this has pulled back a little bit more, down to about 144 per share. And we initiated our position in 3M at around 180. So as it's pulled back, we've continued to add to it, and we will continue to add to it. Again, I think I mentioned in another video, I'd continue to add all the way down into the 130 ranges, which is below what I feel the company is worth. They are facing some negative news and some lawsuits they have pending, and everyone is pretty much of the opinion that they will be paying out some money for these lawsuits. So you might want to look into that. And there may be some risk, but again, when there is risk, when there's pullbacks like this, and the basis of the company is still sound, but there may be some short-term negative news or some short-term impact, but the overall fundamentals of the company have not changed. This is the time that you'd want to add, or that I like to add to my position. I can decrease my cost per share basis, increase my dividend yield, and also increase my potential future return. Stocks are the only thing that I think I know where people are afraid to buy when it's on sale. If your favorite shirt, favorite jeans, or favorite shoes were to go on sale, you'd be in line talking about what a great deal you got. But for some reason, people want to panic and sell their stocks whenever they're on sale instead of picking up cheaper shares of the stocks that they thought were great before, but for whatever reason, now that they've pulled back in price and are on sale, they don't want to buy them. But we do just the opposite. That's when I like to buy. I actually don't like it when stocks run up too high and they're beyond my share count, especially if I'm still adding to the position. But let's get back to the video. We added 2 more shares of Realty Income, another one that's pulled back in the REIT and real estate sector. Monthly payer, pretty much everyone I think that's in dividend investing knows of O, which is Realty Income, ticker O, 2 shares at $66.73. Another in the REITs and real estate sector, Stag Industrial, ticker STAG. We picked up 4 shares there at $39.34 per share. Another in the REITs and real estate, as you can see, REITs and real estate is starting to pull back, probably with anticipation of the rates going up when the Fed meets here in March. So that may be another sector as they pull back with the short-term pain of the rates going up. They may get cheaper in price, and a good time to look for deals in those sectors, as I am doing right now. Again, 4 shares of STOR, ticker STOR, at $30.70. And lastly, we picked up 2 more shares of Verizon Communications in the communications sector, ticker VZ, and we picked up those shares for $53.35. And guys, that's what we added to the portfolio here this week. Really appreciate you stopping by the channel. If you enjoy this type of content, if you'd like to see a portfolio built out, you'd like to talk about dividend stocks, see what dividend stocks I'm picking up and adding to my portfolio, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever future videos are posted. And give me a like if you like the content, or give me a thumbs down if you didn't like the content, or drop a comment and let me know how I can make it better or what you'd like to see in the future. Also, let me know what's going on with your portfolios. What are you guys doing? Are you sitting on the sidelines? Do you have some cash waiting to invest? Are you actively investing in some of these companies as they pull back? Which ones are those if you are? And as always, guys, I really appreciate you stopping by. And before you take off, let's do a quick run through of the total value. Currently sits at $83,843.86. Dividend yield has crept up there at 4.547. The goal is to get this above 5% for the year. The annual dividend income, and this is what it's about, guys, is at over $3,800, $3,810.88. This goes up every time that I do a portfolio update review for the week. It's up over 3,800. Last week it was down under 3,700. So you can see the continual growth. And this, like I said, is what it's about. Whether the market's up, whether the market's down, whether the market's trading sideways, the goal is to add to this annual dividend income. Eventually, utilize the income to be able to retire, to make other investments, to live off, or utilize the funds however we see fit, and eventually reach that stage of financial freedom. And let's run through the portfolio sector weights real quick. Communications 8.96, consumer discretionary at 2.78, consumer staples at 12.26, energy is at 11.12, financials 8.50, healthcare 12.03, industrials at 11.21, technology, we added a couple to the technology this time around, is 8.50. Materials at 6.36, utilities 6.03, and REITs and real estates, we added to several positions in REITs and real estate this time around. Might tell you where I think there might be some value right now. Again, I think that they're a sector that's going to be impacted as rates go up here, especially in the short term. So it might be a place to look for some value and some sales. Again, thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate everyone who has subscribed to the channel or stopped by to view the channel or dropped a comment. a like, thumbs up, any of that. Really appreciate it, guys. The channel really, it only grows if you guys help me grow, so I'd really appreciate it. And this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, we'll see you next time. Appreciate it. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I am only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money and should never invest any amount you are not comfortable losing. Always do your own research and invest based on your situation, circumstances, and selected criteria, or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.